Hi, buddy. Hi, honey. Oh, my handsome boy. My handsome boy. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Belly rub. Oh, you're so handsome. All right. I gotta get showered for work. More love later. Oh, so hard to leave you. Hey guys, good morning. It's been kind of a stressful morning. Getting ready for work. I could not find my passport. I knew it was in the bag and it was in a particular pocket I keep it in, but I could not find it. I should have double checked where everything was last night, but of course it was there, but I had to tear apart the bag twice to find it. So it was just very stressful. Agita. Do you guys ever use the word agita? It's in my family's, we used to use agita synonymously with stress, anxiety, irritation, frustration, all kind of put together into a ball right here, kind of like heartburn. Yeah, it was an agita morning. Then I realized I did not have $1 on me. I did not have any cash on me whatsoever. And it's customary and traditional to tip your van drivers, no matter it's the airport shuttle driver or your hotel airport shuttle driver. So tip your drivers. Especially some people really get irritated when you suggest you tip your driver, like on our Facebook group, on our airline Facebook group, the question and answers. If anyone even hints at tipping your driver, there's a whole chorus of people who like, get your hands out of my pockets. You don't know what my life is like. That dollar is important to me too. And so I had to stop off. How's it for a long story to tell you that I went to the ATM, got some cash out, and I intended on getting something to eat in a drive-thru. But today is the first day that I'm required to park in a new parking spot at the airport, and I didn't know where it was. So I wanted to give myself a little extra time to find the parking area. I also don't think there's a shuttle from here to the airport, but it's not a very long walk. I can see the airport from here. So I'm hopefully gonna be able to get something to eat at the airport. I'll spend like $20 at Wendy's, of course, but I'd rather have that extra time to get to the room, to check in and blah, blah, blah. So I will see you guys probably on the plane next. All right. See you soon. Hey guys. All right. So we're doing a Seattle turn and then we're flying to Oakland. The first leg to Seattle is full. And the time is 2 hours and 14 minutes. Could be worse. That's it. I'm the most junior person on the crew, so I'm going to be flying position B. Not my favorite, but I love my job, so there's that, right? All right, so I will see you in Seattle. Hey guys, hi. It is 4:34. We just landed a few minutes ago here in Seattle. Deplaned. Cleaners are on board. That flight was fine. 2 hours and 14 minutes, I think it was. Supposed to be less going back to Vegas, which would be very nice. We were full. We had 2 seats open, I should say that. Going back, we have 150 some odd people on board. That's good because one of my seats doesn't work. Yeah, that's it. Pretty low-key flight. No challenges, no problems. I'm sitting in back. I'm flying position B. Flying position B. I'm sitting in back with a coworker who's very nice. I haven't flown with him in years. The only real problem with flying position B in my airline, we fly the SpaceFlex aircraft, the A320 SpaceFlex, most often out of Vegas. And the jump seat for B is facing the lavatory door, and it's like this far away. It's super close. So if someone has to go into the lavatory, you have to get up out of your seat, move, and oftentimes there's like 3 or 4 people standing around trying to like jockey their way into the lavatories. So it's a little frustrating, but that's the worst part of flying B, really. But all right, blah blah blah, complain. I will see you back in Vegas. Hey guys, we're in Vegas. I got off the plane. I was lucky enough that we got here about 20 minutes early, so I got a chance to grab a bagel and some cream cheese. I didn't bring enough like good food for the plane. I have some boiled eggs, but I wasn't in the mood for those. I was eating some walnuts, but I got very hungry, so that that bagel did hit the money. Oh, catering's here, yay! Yeah, 1 hour 7 minutes to Oakland, and we're full. We have like 182 passengers on board, so yay! Let's go to Oakland. Hey guys, hi. All right, so this last leg from Vegas to where am I? Oakland was really easy. 1 hour 7 minutes, just an up and a down, super simple. The crew is just great. You know, I'm working with 2 crew members that are part of my pairing that I haven't worked with in years. I have not worked with either of them in a number of years. And the last time, I don't remember it being really especially easy. It's not always easy. But today we really had a good meeting. So it was a really good crew. We worked with 2 different chasers that were both really new. One, it was her first trip, and she was lovely. And then we worked with someone else who's just getting off probation the day after tomorrow. So she's also very new. Really nice crew and fantastic passengers. No issues, no problems. But, you know, our flights today were super simple. I mean, you know, Vegas to Seattle, back to Vegas. The people of Seattle are lovely usually. And then here to Oakland, we were really full on most of our flights. Our second flight was like 156, 160, so it wasn't totally packed. But our flights are usually pretty packed. We're usually pretty full, which is great because we still have a job, right? Excuse me. The only fly in the ointment today was actually getting to the hotel. Our hotel for in Oakland is just over a mile away from the airport. It's so close, but we still waited 35, almost 40 minutes for a shuttle, which was not acceptable. Excuse me. We called over and over again, like, where is the shuttle? And apparently the shuttle driver who was supposed to pick us up, no one knows where he is. He disappeared. No one has a clue as to where he is. I'm like, it's Oakland. Anything could happen, right? But yeah, they didn't show up. And then the next driver, I don't know, whatever. It took almost 45 minutes to get to the hotel. That's a mile away from the airport. It was very frustrating. But you know what? Our layover is 30 hours, so I really can't complain too much. And the best part about this trip is that we're all staying on the West Coast. So we're all in our local time zone, which is really nice. So, I don't know why I'm so, got a frog in my throat. It's just about midnight, and I'm gonna crawl in bed so that I can get a good night's sleep and then head into San Francisco tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow morning. Good night. Okay, I found this little spot behind the ferry terminal building. It's a little rough. It's a little rough back here, but if you look up, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Look at how beautiful this is. A little foggy, but it's beautiful, isn't it? And then there's sort of the city right there. It's about 63 degrees. It's a high of 65 today. I'm dressed appropriately. It's a beautiful day. I was thinking of going out to Alcatraz again, but it's a little chilly. I'm sure out in the water it would be really cold. And I'm wearing, you know, a couple layers here with my denim jacket. My favorite hat, Yay. This hat is getting a little ragged because I wear it all the time. And wherever it touches my head, because I have no hair, it's getting kind of weird. The sweat is changing the blue into like pink or something. So it's getting a little rough. I think I have to replace this hat sometime soon, but I love it. Look at that. All right. Let's see where else I go today. I made it down to Pier 39, which I usually walk through and then walk out of pretty quickly after I see the seals. But I just noticed that they're putting their Christmas tree up. It's a real Christmas tree. Look how perfectly shaped that tree is. You can see some of the ornaments are down there. I'm actually thinking of setting up my Christmas tree over the next couple days when I'm home, and not decorating it yet, but just putting the tree together so that particularly Buddy can explore it. If he wants to climb up it and get used to the fact that it's not worth it, you know, he can do all that before I decorate it. So I think I'm gonna put the tree up when I get home from this trip. He'll have at least 2 days to explore it and, you know, knock it over if he's gonna knock it over. And we'll see what happens. But let's walk around Pier 39. Okay, so you can see Alcatraz right over there, right behind that little sailboat. And over there, I'm not sure if you can even make out the hills in the mist there, the fog, but that's, I think Sausalito is over there. And you can see a tiny bit of the Golden Gate Bridge right behind that battleship there. And then over here are the seals. Let's go take a look at the seals. It looks like every city in America has one of these spots where you can lock a lock. Oh, hello there. Oh, I love seagulls too. And then we got some, oh, there's not a lot of them. I wonder where they all are. Usually they're all over here. But there's some seals over there. Cute. Hey guys, hi. So it is 11:11. Chicken legs. I don't know why I said chicken. A friend of mine, now that I think about it, like 30 years ago, would say chicken legs every time it was 11:11, and I was like, why do you say chicken legs? He's like, it looks like a pair of chickens standing next to each other. I'm like, okay. So it's it's chicken legs, and I have been walking around, seeing the sights, having a nice time. I almost bought a piece of carrot cake, but I was looking at it thinking, I know exactly what that piece of carrot cake is going to taste like. And I know also that I'm going to forget that I ate it in about 3 minutes. So I didn't buy it. Isn't that exciting? So I decided I'm going to walk to Haight-Ashbury. It's going to be about an hour and a half walk. But I figured, you know what? That's how I really enjoy a city, is to walk around a city and see its neighborhoods, its architecture, you know. And so I'm going to walk. I was going to Uber, but it was like $21 to get there. I'm like, you know what? I would enjoy the walk. I could use a walk. So I'm going to walk to Haight-Ashbury. If I see anything interesting, I'll take a picture. Otherwise, I'll see you there. All right, I have barely begun my walk to Haight-Ashbury. And I looked up and I see this tower that I've seen. You can see pretty much from anywhere in San Francisco. I think it's called the Goff Tower or something like that, but it's right up there. See that? Well, it's at the top of this hill that I thought, oh my God, that looks so amazing. The view must be amazing. And I'm practically halfway up there. So I figured I might as well go up there, right? Haight-Ashbury's static. It will be there when I get there. So I'm going to climb up there because it's pretty damn steep. Look at the street. Look at the side. The camera can't capture. It's pretty steep. Look at this jade plant. It's like a house plant, but it's growing wild out here on the street. It is massive. That's wild. Under a ginkgo tree, which is my favorite tree in the world. If anyone ever wondered, gee, I wonder what Steven's favorite kind of tree is. It's a ginkgo. All right, after climbing from down there, oh my God, I'm gonna die. You have to climb those steps up there. Oh boy. Oh. Oh my God. The rock is pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh. Remind me why I wanted to go up here. I hope the view is nice. Oh my God. Oh, more a rest stop. But why do they have an AA symbol on the door? Oh my God, I'm gonna have a heart attack. But in here, oh my gosh. Right, so the view might have been worth the walk, I'll tell you. This is amazing. The tower was built in 1933 by Lily Hitchcock Coit. It's Coit Tower, not Goff Tower. I'm not sure where I got that. But this is the view from the base of the tower. How beautiful is that? Now, I thought that was Alcatraz for a minute, but that's actually a bridge. It connects to that island, and then the bridge continues. So I don't know what that is, but the view is gorgeous. Inside the base of the tower are murals just showing everyday life of San Francisco during, I guess, the time it was built. There's a canning assembly line. Oh, that's very strange. Look at that. Have you ever seen a mural of a car accident? How strange is that? All right, so they sell tickets to the elevator. I wonder if you can just walk up for free. After all that walking I did, I think I could walk up this tower. What a view. All right, the elevator was $10. But there's 37 more stairs. I can do 37 stairs. All right, this is the top of the Coit Tower. Let's see, what can we see? What can we see? Here's a view we just saw from downstairs. And there's oh my God, I'm winded. Do you see that tower? Right there, over there. That's where I came out of the subway nearby. All right, and there is Alcatraz, way over there. I'm not sure if you remember me going over there, but I was there maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, just before the pandemic hit. Right here you can see sort of the ghost of the Golden Gate Bridge back there. And you can see the fog is occluding those hills over there. That's where Sausalito is, I think. And then you can kind of see Alcatraz from up here. You can see the whole city from up here. Okay, this was interesting, but now I'm going back downstairs to walk down this giant hill, to walk another hour and 15 minutes to Haight-Ashbury. I'm getting my steps in today for sure. Oh boy. So apparently the tower is 210 feet. The hill is 280 feet, apparently. It felt like half a mile. Oh my goodness. Walking around the city is really more like hiking. It's probably why I don't see a lot of people who seem wildly out of shape, because you couldn't live here and be out of shape. Oh my gosh. I'm in a really cool part of town, Columbus and Broadway. Just really a great, cool part of town, kind of urban, a little grungy. Next to a burlesque hotel, and then there's this place called Marconi Hotel, rooms for rent. I can only imagine that the most wholesome activities happen in those rooms. I think this is Chinatown. I think I'm gonna walk through Chinatown before I get to Haight-Ashbury. At first glance it all looks very yummy, but the closer I look, I don't think so. This is really a very active, genuine Chinatown. I'm not sure why I'm shocked. Boston had a Chinatown, but now it's just become condominiums and stuff. It's very kind of upscale in some places. This is like a real serious Chinatown. It's pretty amazing. Oh, what's that? I'm in one of these little Chinese bazaar shops, and oh my god. Do you see that? There's wooden things in the case. You know what those are? Let's just say the word eggplant. Yeah, there's 3 giant eggplants in that case. I was kind of hoping to find little jars or a little something decorative that I could put Clare in for the interim before I really find something more final, but I'm not seeing anything that I like. What's funny about Chinatown is that the minute you step out of Chinatown, there is a Harry Winston, Cartier, Dior, Armani, right outside Chinatown. Very strange, the dichotomy, you know, very strange. I don't care about any of those stores, but I see a Goyard shop. I've never seen a brick and mortar Goyard shop. You can take Louis Vuitton, I don't care. In fact, all right, yeah, I thought there was one across the street. But there's a Goyard shop. I love them. Oh my God. There's no way I could ever afford one, but I would love one. Oh my God. All right, how cool is this? Compton's Transgender Cultural District. The Transgender District. I think that's fabulous. Like, you know, there's always a little gay neighborhood. Look, a transgender district. How cool. Hey guys, hi. All right, so it is 1:36 in the afternoon, and I've just hit 17,000 steps for the day. And I'm still a mile away from Haight-Ashbury. Every time I see something interesting, I'm like, oh, what's that? And I take lots of diversions. So I've walked all over San Francisco and just not gotten any closer to Haight-Ashbury. So I have been there once before. I found it to be a very interesting experience. I might share it as a story time later on today in the hotel room. It's a short story. It might not actually be appropriate to share with you, but when have I ever been appropriate? So I am going to head back towards the Embarcadero, but first, it's getting very loud over here, but first I have to walk into CB2 because I just walked out of CB2 with a bag that I don't need. You know, I watch a lot of Fly with Stella, and I get very jealous of Fly with Stella in terms of her access to nice things. You know, I get very jealous. So I saw a CB2, and I don't see the store very often. So I walked in there, and I bought a brass Christmas star to go on top of my Christmas tree. It's made of brass, and it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's $40, and I bought it. And then I walked out of the store, and I walked like a mile away, and I realized I didn't need to spend $40 on a friggin' Christmas star. I have a I have like $450 left to pay on Claire's medical bills, and here I am spending $40 on a Christmas star, right? So I'm walking back to CB2 to return this little star. It's cute, but I don't need it. And behind me, right there, it's a group of people who are trying to encourage people not to have children. One of the signs reads, why do I have to share my genes with someone to love them? And I'm like, oh, that's deep. But yeah, let me get a CB2, return this pretty little star, and then head back because I'm tired. All right, I feel better. I just returned that little tree topper to CB2. There's no need to spend $40 on a brass star where I can put that towards Claire's vet bill, right? All right, now the trek begins back to the subway. Hey guys, so I returned the brass tree topper from CB2 because I didn't need it. I have a tree topper. I don't like it as much, but I like it, you know. And I'm heading back towards the direction of the subway, and I found a Crate and Barrel. I love Crate and Barrel. You know, if you watch Fly with Stella, she loves CB2. I love Crate and Barrel. It's like the original, you know. And I'm walking around drooling drooling over, well, they have a KitchenAid stand mixer, and I'm drooling over a KitchenAid stand mixer. I'm like, what kind of old lady have I become? I'm fantasizing about a stand mixer, but yeah, just love Crate and Barrel. You know what? I bet you I could find a little jar or something cute, or simple, I should say, simple and elegant to hold Clare. Of course, now I'm just rationalizing walking further and further into Crate and Barrel, but I've done worse things in my life, right? Hey guys, hi. So I got back to my hotel room a few minutes ago. I just threw some macaroni and cheese into my Hot Logic Mini, and I'm gonna let that heat up, and then I'll watch a little YouTube, and then try and get to bed nice and early because I have to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to get ready for work. I did not get to Haight-Ashbury, but I got everywhere else. I walked 21,537 steps today. 33 flights of stairs. That's how steep San Francisco is. It says 33 flights of stairs. And I don't even think that's accurate because, I mean, I can walk up and down stairs at home and my watch never says I walked up a stair. So I walked a lot today. I didn't get to Haight-Ashbury, but I did get around. I did think, I wasn't sure if I was going to tell you the story, but I did get to Haight-Ashbury once, and this is about 4 years ago. It was probably the last date I was on. I really haven't been on a date in 4 years. Nobody really likes me except for cats and dogs, but I'm just not, whatever. But 4 years ago, I met someone online, and this won't turn into a nasty story, although it did in real life. But it was about 4 years ago, I met this guy online who was nuclear hot. I mean, he was like fluorescently beautiful, covered in tattoos and muscles on top of his tattoos. He was just delectable. And for some reason, he was into me, and I don't know why. But we met for lunch. I flew in to San Francisco from Las Vegas because he's that beautiful. And we went to lunch in this Thai place. And the whole time, I think I heard him speak. But I was just looking at him the whole time going, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? Why am I here? And why is he still talking to me? Because he was so beautiful. So we're walking around Haight-Ashbury. He lives right on the corner of Haight-Ashbury. Like, you look out his window and there's the sign right there. But we're walking around Haight-Ashbury, walking into some little shops and just walking around talking, having a nice time. And I'm sure he said a few things to me, but I don't remember what he said because I was just looking at him going, oh my God, he's so beautiful. What am I doing here? You know? And he is a very successful tattoo artist here in San Francisco. Very, very successful tattoo artist, covered in tattoos from other well-known, talented tattoo artists. And I mean, his entire body is covered in tattoos. Yeah, but he was introducing me to all these people up and down the street. People were kind of just throwing themselves in our path so they would have a chance to say hi to him because he's that attractive and successful in his, genre of employment. And it was just very strange. I felt like I was like an entourage to a celebrity. It was very strange. I went back to his place and hung out for a bit, and we sat there watching, is it Inked? Is it a TV show about, like a reality TV show about tattoo artists or something? I don't remember, because I was just looking at him going, oh my God, he's so beautiful. What am I doing here? And we had a very nice time, and I will leave it at that. It did not work out as well as I think either of us had hoped. So we never saw each other again. But it was like, I was like, wow, I went out with that person for one day. But that was my story about Haight-Ashbury. I know it was a little bit colorful. I apologize. But boy, I just had a really nice time today. Let's get away from the topic of that guy. It got weird. Let's just say that. So I had a really nice day today. I really did. But I'll tell you, with everything I saw today, everywhere I walked, and every interesting thing I saw, I thought of Claire the entire time. I was at the top of Coit Tower, looking out over the water, over the Bay of San Francisco Bay, and looking at all the sights and all the views, and I kept thinking of Claire. Every heartbeat is colored with that cat, and so I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to get sad right now, because I've spent the past couple of days really trying to remember how lucky I was to have that cat in my life. I'm getting emotional now as I talk about it. I did try to find something to hold her ashes that was better than the tin I have, and I'm second guessing myself in terms of having my ex make something for me to hold Claire. Holy God. Instead, I think I might make something. It probably won't be in pottery. One of my subscribers, and I do not remember her name, for some reason I'm thinking Jennifer, like 2 years ago, if not longer, sent me a $100 certificate to a pottery class thing in Vegas that I've never had the opportunity to use. And I was thinking I could make something for her myself. I'm in no hurry to find the thing to put her in. But I was thinking I could make something myself, if not in pottery, in clay, in some other medium. I could make something myself. Why am I going to have my ex make something? I'm talented. I could make something to hold her ashes. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I did see something today, though. Before I made that decision, I was at Crate and Barrel, and I saw this little marble jar, this little marble lidded jar that was beautiful. The marble was beautiful, and I thought it's the perfect size. It ended up being a butter dish, like the one that you fill full of butter and you turn upside down into a container of water. And for some reason, putting her in a butter dish just didn't sit well with me. A sugar bowl, maybe, but a butter dish, no. It just felt weird, But I was looking for a beautiful little sugar bowl as well. I think that would be appropriately sized, and it could be very pretty, but we'll see. Blah, blah, blah. This is 7 minutes of me talking about a failed romance and my cat's remains. Entrancing video, and you're still watching. I don't get it. But I am gonna watch some YouTube, let my food get hot, drink some water, and I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow. All right, have a great night. I'll see you soon. Good morning, guys. Hi. So it's 4:26 in the morning. We have 3 legs today, but it's go home day, so I'm very happy. Look who has joined me. Hello, checking out my luggage. I think her name is Princess or something like that. But she is the hotel cat. It's a stray cat that lives out here somewhere in the foliage. But they feed her and give her fresh water every day over by the door. I'm just checking out my luggage. Honey, get inside the bag if you wanna. I'll take you home. All right, so we're in.
Yeah, let me know how much ice you need.
I think we're all set. 1 hour, 10 minutes to Vegas. And then we have 30 some odd people on board today. Very weird. But we have an hour, 15 minutes sit, which is really just a half hour in Vegas. Then we do a Seattle turn. So plane change in Vegas. That's it. That's the morning. So far, so good. Hey guys, hi. So we're in Seattle. One leg back home. I'm not looking forward to the flight though, only because the turbulence is crazy town. We had amazing turbulence coming in from Vegas. There's a significant storm rolling around Seattle, and it's not going away anytime soon. For a moment, we were wondering if we'd be canceled, actually, in Vegas, but we fly through anything. But we were pretty full. We were oversold, but we had one open seat in the end. 2 hours and 13 minutes, I think. And so it should be a short flight home. We'll be home by 3 o'clock, hopefully. Looking forward to it. So I will see you there. Hey guys, hi. Welcome home. And I have a little bit of a guest star here. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hi, handsome. Yeah. What, honey? What, baby? Oh, isn't he handsome? What? Where are you? Where are you? Are you just hanging out there? Yeah. Hi, honey. Hi, baby. Hi. Welcome home. So, today was a long day. Today was a long day. We had a 5:10 show in Oakland, which I should count my blessings because I often have 5:10 shows on the East Coast, which is a lot of fun. With a 3-hour time difference, it's not fun. The last leg of the day was fairly simple. It started with a lot of turbulence. Oh my goodness, we were like rocking and rolling back there. It was like the Wild Wild West on a Bronco. It was like cool, all over the place, crazy. It was probably the top 3 in terms of turbulence I've experienced as a flight attendant in 4.5 years. But we got through it, thank goodness. And yeah, it was after that. It was fairly simple. A lot of people kind of little teeny issues, little tiny imagined problems. I had to remind myself that my job is so simple that these teeny little tiny things, like someone handed me an empty cup when I wasn't prepared for it, like that's a real problem. My job is so easy that is an issue. So I have to count my blessings that I love my job. It's so easy, and that I have one, right? So the flight was easy. We got into Vegas about 20 minutes early, and so it was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I got to my car by like 3:40. Hey, handsome, what's going on? So I got to my car about 3:44, 3:45, and I thought, that Antique Mall of America is open until 6. And if you remember earlier in this video, at some point, I mentioned that I'm not going to have my ex-boyfriend make something. I was going to commission something from him to hold Claire's ashes. Rather, I thought I could make something, either in clay or some other medium, and at some point I have to really, really look and see if this gift certificate I have, it's a $100 gift certificate to a clay shop, the only one in Las Vegas. I have to see if it's still good because I just haven't been able to use it. So either in clay or another medium, I can make something for Claire, and that's more appropriate, I think, for the spirit of my relationship with this beautiful creature. And then when I got home, I thought, wait a minute, let me go to the Antique Mall of America. I'll find something just to hold her ashes in the meantime, not that dumb little tin canister with the paw prints all over it. So even if it's just something temporary, I went through that entire mall. Now, it's got to be an acre of antiques. And read that is a whole bunch of crap and a couple little cute things, okay? Well, I looked at every booth, every shelf. I moved every item aside looking for something. In my mind's eye, I wanted this little white, it's an opaque glass called milk glass, a little lidded jar. That's what I was kind of hoping to find. And there were always examples of it all over the place, of course, until I wanted one. Then there were none. So I'm looking everywhere, and I decide to leave because I've been there for over an hour. And then I'm like, let me just look one more time because maybe there's something I missed. And then I just went, wow, it's right there. Oh my gosh. I moved one thing, and there was this oval little basket about this tall, in that shape. It was brass, pieces of brass strap that were woven together to form a little oval basket with a lid on it. I'm like, oh my God, that's perfect. It's $11. It's brass. I have a lot of brass in my house, so it would fit with my, aesthetic. And then I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, this is perfect. And I'm walking to the register, and I see it. It's right here. I saw it. I put the little basket down, and I picked this up. And if you don't like it, don't tell me. I don't want to know. All right. I love it. Look at this. I think that's for a little jar, I think it's very sophisticated. I love the palette of the black, the frosted white, the gold. I love the finial. This actually reminds me of the finial that I would use on many of my pieces when I was throwing pottery. It was a little bit more open and kind of more of a loop instead of this little bit there. But I absolutely love this little jar. It's screw top. Now the bottom says Parfum Van Cleef and Arpels, Paris. So this was, and there's the faintest hint of a fragrance. It's just this absolute whisper of a fragrance left inside here or from the lid. But it's an opaque, translucent glass, as you can see. And the lid is a very heavy acrylic of some kind. And I just love the black, the white, the gold, the finial. I just think this is precious. I think it's perfect. And when I put Claire's remains inside, because her remains are white, they'll kind of become more opaque here. So I'll actually be able to see her presence inside the container rather than just seeing the outside. I can actually see that she's in there, cozy and safe and home, you know? So I love this thing. I mean, again, if you don't like it, don't tell me. I think it's perfect. The irony was not lost on me that it was $40. Now, I know if you saw the video, you watched this video at some point, I bought a Christmas star for my Christmas tree. That was $40. It was a brass Christmas star from CB2. And I was like, oh my God, I love this. It's perfect. And then I walked away thinking, oh, I have no right spending $40 when I still owe like 400 and change on Claire's medical bills. I have no right to spend $40. I should put that towards her, you know, medical bills. I got a fruit flying here somewhere. So, you know, I returned the star like a responsible adult. And then I saw this and it was $40. So the irony is not lost on me. They gave me 20% off. I told them that it was going to hold my cat's remains, and she gave me 20% off. So I'll take it. And I'm trying to think, I'm trying to, you know, convince myself I'm saving money, because the piece I was going to commission from my ex would have cost at least $200, if not more. So I'm kind of saving money, right? Right? Yeah. So I'm super happy that Claire's going to have a place in my home that I love, and I think that fits the personality I think Claire had. So I'm super excited. I'm not sure why I spent this much time talking to you about that. But today was good. The trip was good. The cherry on the cake, though, was finding this little vessel to hold Claire's remains. I am. Can you tell? Can you tell my demeanor? I'm feeling a little bit of joy that I have her back and that I have somewhere special and perfect to hold her, you know? So I'm feeling like it's a bit of a homecoming and she's already here, but I digress. And which is another way of me saying blah, 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 right? So let me let you go, and I will see you again in another future video. All right, have a great night. I'll see you soon. Fly safe.